Thank you for your statement. I'd like to give the floor to a representative speaking on behalf of research and independent non-governmental organizations. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President and distinguished delegates, I'm Shahan Salim from the University of Waterloo, representing the research and independent NGOs. As I speak, global conflict and geopolitical tensions are posing deep threats to our ability to reach climate goals. We implore parties to work for peace and to consider mechanism of peace as action towards climate, for this is an issue of human rights and environmental justice. The science is here. We need to use the most up-to-date data and scientific findings to ground decision-making. We need to continue advancing the science to build new knowledge of emerging solutions and worsening problems. The world has already warmed beyond 1.1 degrees, and urgent action is needed to arrest temperature increases as soon as possible. As scientists and researchers, we are cautious of advancing untested and unproven technologies that are being posited as silver bullet solutions to deeply complex and wicked problems. We urge parties to consider mechanisms to monitor and evaluate the possible impacts of new and unproven technologies and to develop safe and effective guidelines for implementation. As parties seek consensus on these issues, know that we cannot rely solely on adaptation, and that adaptation is not a substitute for mitigation. Likewise, finance for loss and damage should be new and differentiated from adaptation finance, as these are distinct mechanisms for addressing current and future impacts of climate change. We see a continued need to open space for traditional knowledge and wisdom. Indigenous people and local communities are in tune with Earth in ways that Western science often neglects. And as such, we need to empower more diverse voices to implement realistic and scientifically founded solutions in situ, and move forward co-developing roadmaps and co-implementing concrete solutions for achieving successful outcomes. In closing, we need a full Earth policy focus that encompasses the vast spectrum of our Earth, from the glaciers on the highest mountains to the fumaroles at the depth of our vast oceans. Thank you.
Thank you for your statement. I'd like to give the